when we say we want to get to office, we are saying we want to solve the problem. So to solve the problem, we have a responsibility to ensure that food output are consistent, food output are humongous, food output are sufficient. Now, to do this, to our mind, we feel that what we need to do is to create food special zones, maybe in some local government where we provide some security cover and send those who have no work. A lot of Nigerians say, so we are unemployed, we are underemployed. But if government can arrange this, and let me say this is not the first place in the world that arrangement we hold. So let me also say that this administration will not be the first to do it. Chief Obafemi Awolowo practice the same thing, and you see the kind of food output the Western region had. Then it was repeated in the north. It was repeated in the eastern Nigeria of the early time when we first had when we had our independence. But over time, because of military intervention, we did away with those. We feel that we want to form a federal system of government that people will come with begging bowls. Unfortunately, the begging bowl leaks. So now we said that we want to have some level of federalization, where all the states should have their money, they should invest, but we can't even have control. There's nothing the president can do. If a governor says, what I want to spend my money on is to spend my people on religious trip to Jerusalem or to Mecca, if that is what he wants to do, what will the president do? Constitution does not give him the power. But he has made policies to say that we want money to be available. So we must also know that what we need to do in the short term is to protect our farmers. If not, even though inflation number is raising 15 or 1%, prices of food will remain generally high until supply is guaranteed. So my advice to Mr. President, your solution in terms of economy, because the politics everybody is talking about is economy. When the economy becomes fairer, no matter what your opponent says, people will say we are living better and quality life. But start with food, Mr. President. Food inflation must go down to the barest minimum. Beyond the numbers, output is what you can work with. That is food supply. How would you get supply? And supply of many things. Supply side economics is what I want you and those that are helping you to manage the economy to work on. And there are several examples from South Korea to China, to Japan, to Indonesia, and even in recent time to Pakistan. You need to look at this example. Look at what works for you, then adopt it in your economy. And this is my advocacy, because there are insecurity in different part of the world. How come those places with high insecurity, they are still able to do some kind of output production, manufacturing, and so on? So for me, what we need to think about is how do we come together to boost food supply? That is why those who are saying we have not eaten, and I saw a report, I think a couple of days back, that says that Nigeria is faced with some risk of malnutrition because of our food and also because of climate condition. For us to not to face with some level of drought or hunger and deprivation, it's important for us to consider food supply right now. But beyond that, there's something I mentioned in all my media presentation. It has been that, one, we must do everything to ensure that as an economy, we move from economy that is dependent on other nations to the one that can sell to other nations. And what does that mean? We need to wrap up with power production, a generation, distribution, or even we have states now have rights to have their own gencos. We need to look at how do we make all of this work. And the truth is that we need investment. If those who have the right under previous administrations to distribute power to us or to generate power to us, they are not capable, please let us humble ourselves. Look for organizations globally that are able to generate this power and make it available for Nigeria, especially in our especially in our industries, for our manufacturers, so that the vision of President Nigerian Force, I saw it. How will it materialize?
Can you hear me, Dr. Alaje?
Our shortages. Thank you so much.
Oh, okay. I wish we had more time, Dr. Alaje. Unfortunately, we don't have so much time, but